Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here to really get into some interesting sources and give you the shortcut to knowing what's what. Today we're exploring a source called Whispers of Grace, God's Open Heart. It's a reflection on divine love, on presence, and our mission really is to unpack this truly comforting idea it presents. It's anchored in Psalm 66.20, and this is from the Passion Translation. It says, "I will forever praise this God who didn't close his heart when I prayed." Okay, let's dig into this.
Yeah, and what's immediately fascinating here, I think, is that core idea, a heart that never shuts. I mean, think about how that contrasts with, well, just everyday life, right? We all know rejection, we know closed doors, but the source, it stresses that in moments of struggle, when life feels heavy, his heart remains open, he listens, he cares. That's quite a statement. It's not just nice, it's kind of a radical perspective shift.
It really is. That idea of an unwavering presence, it feels like the absolute foundation here. And, the Passion Translation specifically often emphasizes that emotional connection, that intimacy. So didn't close his heart. It feels like more than just my prayer got through. It sounds like real personal openness. But how does the source suggest we actually, lean into that, especially when our own experience often screams the opposite?
Well, it tackles that directly. It acknowledges that human struggle, that feeling of being unheard or, praying, but the problem doesn't just vanish, but it reframes listening. It's not always about an instant fix, like you said. It's more about this constant, compassionate presence. The idea is that the divine heart stays open, maybe not to grant every wish exactly how we map it out, but definitely to receive us, our fears, our anger, our honest confusion, without judgment, without turning away. It's about being fully seen, fully heard, whatever the outcome might be.
That's a really crucial distinction, isn't it? It moves it away from feeling like transactional, I pray, get X, towards something deeply relational.
Right. So if we accept this heart is always open, what does Whispers of Grace say about the kind of vulnerability that takes from our side? It can't just be about saying a word, surely. It must be how we approach it, what we bring to the table.
Exactly. That's spot on. The source suggests this open heart actually invites a level of authenticity we rarely feel safe enough to show elsewhere. It's this call to come boldly before him. And boldly there doesn't mean arrogance. It means like unfiltered honesty, bringing the doubts, the frustrations, the messy bits right alongside the gratitude. It's about dropping the pretense, trusting even the thoughts we think are unspiritual or just plain messy won't make that heart slam shut. And that's where the real intimacy seems to lie, according to this source. That unexpected welcome for our imperfections, not demanding we get it perfect first. Yeah, I think that's such a powerful takeaway for anyone, really, whatever they might be facing. It cuts against our usual instinct to, protect ourselves, hide the messy parts. So, okay, with this idea of unwavering openness and this invitation to just be completely honest, how does the source suggest we stay anchored in that, especially when life does its thing, throws curveballs, or when people do reject us or walk away? How do we hold on to this?
It focuses on that phrase, anchored in his promises. And the source presents this not as just, wishful thinking. It's more like consciously grounding yourself in the core assurances you find in that divine story. Promises of peace, maybe, or strength, or, like we've been saying, just his unending presence. So the idea is, when the world feels shaky, when rejection stings, you actively recall this truth. You meditate on it. That one heart, that one stays open. It acts as a kind of stabilizer. It's about sort of recalibrating your focus from the shifting situation around you to this constant underlying reality of divine love.
Right. So what does this all mean then, as we kind of wrap this up? The core message from Whispers of Grace seems incredibly reassuring, doesn't it? No matter what's going on, come boldly, be real, speak your heart. This heart listens. And in that unwavering, tender love, you can find rest.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, you see how this idea of unwavering love, of grace, the source says, his answer is love, his response is grace. How that offers such a profound alternative, especially in a world where, let's face it, rejection is pretty common. It really encourages you, the listener, to think about the power of staying anchored in his promises, letting that consistent openness kind of shape your inner world. It's a strong framework for navigating, everything.
So here's a final thought to leave you with, drawing from this. The source says, people may walk away, doors may close, but God remains. What might that truly imply about the nature of real, unwavering support? And where could you consistently find that rest, that open ear, especially when facing life's inevitable rejections? Something to ponder.
This might be the most